YouTube, welcome back. Jason with Wolf Overland, and today we got the whole family with us. We are headed up to North Carolina to meet up with our friend Stefan, who is down from Canada with his wife, and we're going to meet up with him, possibly go over on Hurricane Creek and go up to Max Patch, get some pictures done. So my arm, it's been 5 weeks now, going on 6 since my surgery. I got the sling off, I'm doing really good. The Jeep, we got the gears redone. We're at 4, 5, 6 gears. We're through the 500-mile braking period, and I'm loving the new gear, so this is kind of like the first trip to test that out. And we got the whole family with us this time, so we kind of get a feel about everyone working together and stuck in the same car, and for our trip. I'm sure you've seen on my post before, we are headed up to Colorado and Montana with our friend Steve. In another probably week and a half, we're headed out. So this is kind of a little shakedown run with the current loadout, and see how the gears do, if there's any issues, and we're excited for it. So we're coming up on the I-26 West climb up the mountain pass, and typically on this climb you'll see the temperatures stress out on the EcoDiesel, specifically the oil temperature. So we're going to see how it does now with the new re-gear and seeing if it makes any difference, but we're starting it now. Alright, we are starting the climb. It is 10:02. The oil temperature is at 240 degrees Fahrenheit. With the new 4, 5, 6 gears, I was hoping it would correct my D-rate issue on the EcoDiesel. While it is a known issue and the fix does seem to be manually applying the throttle and slowing down on the hill climbs, I really wanted to push it with the fresh re-gear to see if it helped. Well, it did not help this trip. I normally don't deal with this that often, and I'm going to do another video specifically on this and the modifications I've done so far. But I did get close to the D-rate on this hill climb. Alright, so we hit 255 degrees Fahrenheit on the oil temperature. Coolant went to 242, which did not derate, but again, that's still borderline derate, and that's at 70 miles an hour, and it's 10:05. So that was a pretty steep incline there. The trick is on these is to slow down to 60, 65 and don't use cruise control, because that turbo will just keep spooling. We'll see how it does in the next section. After meeting up with my friends Ray from Red Beast Wagon and my friend from the Ozark Overland meetup, Stefan, who brought his wife down to visit from Canada, we gassed up and headed to the trail.
Random.
We have the same tire deflators, except he has a blue one. We got the red ones. They're the best ones. Alright, we're at the start to Hurricane Creek Trail, and a little warm today. It's about in the lower 80s, and we're with Ray from Red Beast and Stefan from Canada, so gets to experience one of the coolest trails here on the East Coast. up right here, let them get some distance on this.
James.
Unfortunately, when we arrived at the first campsite up here on the right, I noticed that there were bulldozer marks close to the water crossing. I also noticed that the iconic diff buster rock that sat in the middle of the crossing was gone, pushed to the side. With the fresh bulldozer marks, I had my suspicions that Hurricane Creek Trail has been graded. So let's go through, and we'll go through a couple of the popular off-camber technical spots of the trail, and I'll show you how they look now. See a bulldozer came through here. This used to be a very technical section. This part right here used to be really technical. You had to like climb on these rocks. See all the fresh dirt. Which means they fixed the exit point then, because that exit point was really bad.
Looks like somebody's been grading the road.
Yeah, I see bulldozer tracks to the left, and that section right there used to be the technical section. So now I'm curious on, you know, the end of the trail where it got really technical.
Yeah, I was just on the trail like less than 2 weeks ago, well about 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't like this.
Does that make...
Makes it easier, because all this used to be really hard too.
Yeah, but does that make people sad that want the hardness?
Yeah, but then it used to be like straight down, and it was like really badly rutted right here. Like there used to be 2 bad ruts with the center all raised up, and this whole part right here used to be all water. But you can see they even graded it again. This used to be like horribly muddy. Alright, so it looks like they have graded this part of Hurricane Creek where people were driving off trail. Yeah, they fixed all this. So now I'm curious about the exit point. Once we got to the school bus, I noticed that the big rut around the trees and then the rut shortly thereafter was all smoothed out. I mean, there was a little drop down right here where the trees were, but it was nothing like what it was probably a couple weeks ago. I believe I ran this trail last about 2 months ago, but as you can see, all of it's been freshly bulldozed and filled in for easier access. Some of these parts are hard to remember, but this part up here I believe was one of the tree root obstacles, but I did also notice a lot of these trees were damaged. This part right here had a bunch of water holes through here, and it was all graded flat again. I'm not sure when this happened, but it had to have been within the last 3 to 4 days is what we estimate. My buddy Ray from Red Beast Wagon, he ran this trail probably within the last 4 to 5 days with a different group, and he said that it was normal a couple days ago. The rooted tree hill climb, it had a pretty good rut right here, and you're normally able to get a good wheel lift coming through here. Again, it was all graded out this time.
You should give me all the room. Give you what the last room.
This section after the campsite that was kind of by the creek right here, this used to be a hard hill to the left, and then this section right here was completely filled with holes and definitely a little crawler type area. You can see the tree took a lot of damage as well, but all filled in. This one did it once already, but I had to just latch. Everything is always moving, so they like parts loosen up.
White.
That guy's built so much of that. That is a cool cabin. No power, no water.
Like when you want to close
See?
that was like a mixture of like manual and mechanical noise. When you want to close a door and it doesn't want to close.
Guys, read that sign.
What does it say?
I don't know.
No trespassing.
How did he end up securing like that land though?
We got the big pine, but it's big fat pine.
Don't be up on his butt.
It's an elf one.
Oh yeah, they graded this. Look at it. Push all this dirt out. That'll give him some room. This was never this.
I've killed elf.
Yeah, this right here is the technical part.
Yeah, I've had light.
Try to keep the Jeep in the center of the hole.
Turn on. Turn on.
Did their bulldozer stop bulldozing? Oh, it looks like a snake bite bell.
Everyone knows this section right here was huge ruts down the entire middle of this, so you can really get some air, and there are videos of people flipping their vehicles right here, but all graded.
My headphones won't work.
Well, when we got to the top of Hurricane Creek, we were going to head up to Max Patch, but the rain started in, and it's a hit or miss with the rain on top of the Smoky Mountains, since it is a rainforest technically. So we headed back down to the horse camp where the toilets are, and everyone got to use the restroom. We aired up, and we said goodbye to our friends and headed on home. All in all, it was a great little day trip. Unfortunately, Stefan didn't get to experience the true challenge Hurricane Creek was and will probably be in another year or two when things get back to normal. Thanks Ray for coming along on this one, and thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the supporters, for my Patreon members, and we will see you on the next video.